Imagine waking up in the middle of the night. You throw off the covers because your feet feel like they are literally on fire, yet when you touch them, they are ice cold. Or maybe you are walking through the grocery store and halfway down the aisle, a sharp, gripping cramp seizes your calf, forcing you to stop and pretend you are looking at a shelf just to rest your leg. You mention this to your doctor and they give you a sympathetic nod, pat your shoulder, and say the words that frustrate millions of older adults. It's just a normal part of getting older. I am here to tell you that they are wrong. What you are feeling is not just aging. It is a blaring, flashing biological alarm system. Your legs are sending you a desperate distress signal. When you cross the age of 60, your body's ability to circulate blood and maintain its nervous system changes dramatically. Ignoring these signals, brushing off that heaviness, that numbness, or that subtle swelling is not just signing up for a life of daily discomfort. It is actively walking toward a cliff where you lose your independence entirely. When your legs stop working properly, your risk of a devastating, life-altering fall skyrockets. Today, we are going to decode exactly what your leg pain is trying to tell you. I am going to walk you through the invisible mechanics of your blood vessels and nerves. We will look at the 5 specific warning signs in your legs you must never ignore, the hidden medications that might be starving your lower body of nutrients, and the exact step-by-step protocol to start reversing this damage today. Sign 1. The invisible needles and nighttime burn. Many people over 60 experience a strange sensation in their feet and lower legs. It might feel like 1,000 microscopic burning needles are stabbing you, or like your foot has fallen asleep and is covered in thick, heavy winter socks even when you are barefoot. This is not a muscle problem. This is a condition called peripheral neuropathy. To understand why this is happening, you need to look at the mechanical blueprint of your nervous system. Think about the electrical wiring hidden behind the walls of your house. From the main breaker box, electrical cords run to every outlet. If you cut one of those cords open, you would see a copper wire in the center and a thick plastic insulation wrapped around it to prevent the electricity from sparking or leaking. Your central nervous system uses this exact same blueprint. Your brain and spinal cord are the breaker box, and millions of microscopic biological wires run all the way down to the tips of your toes. The copper wire is the nerve fiber itself, and the plastic insulation is a biological coating called the myelin sheath. When blood sugar stays even slightly elevated over decades, it acts like an acid, slowly eating through that protective coating. As this biological insulation physically erodes and frays, the electrical signals from your brain short circuit and leak out into the surrounding tissue. That biological sparking is the exact, literal cause of the agonizing burning pain and tingling you feel in your feet. Your brain is receiving a constant, chaotic panic signal from a live, exposed wire. If you ignore an exposed wire for too long, it eventually snaps and the power goes out. That is when the burning turns into a terrifying dead numbness. When you cannot feel the floor beneath your feet, your brain miscalculates your steps, and a catastrophic fall becomes almost inevitable. Sign 2. The window shopper's pain, claudication. Perhaps your pain isn't a burning nerve, but a deep, sharp cramping in your calves or thighs that happens specifically when you try to walk or climb stairs. In the medical world, this is called claudication, and it is a massive red flag for poor circulation. Think of your leg muscles like the engine of a car. When you start walking, that engine needs extra fuel, which is the oxygen carried in your blood. But what happens if the fuel line is clogged? As you age, your blood vessels can become stiff, narrow, and rigid. Imagine trying to water a garden with a hose that has a serious kink in it. The water pressure drops and the plants furthest from the source start to dry out first. In your body, the parts furthest from your heart are your feet and lower legs. Because your circulation is so incredibly weak, your leg muscles are completely starved of oxygen during physical activity. They seize up, they cramp violently, and they force you to sit down and rest until the slow blood flow can finally catch back up. This stiffness is often driven by a severe deficiency in nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a natural gas produced by your body that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. The massive problem no one tells you about is that once you cross the age of 60, your body suddenly produces about 50% less nitric oxide than it did in your 20s. Without it, your blood vessels turn from wide open garden hoses into tight, skinny straws. Sign 3. The cement legs and ankle swelling. If you take your socks off at the end of the day and see deep, painful indentations in your skin, or if your ankles are so puffy that your shoes feel too tight, your body is begging for help. Occasional swelling from standing all day is normal, but consistent, heavy swelling, edema, in your lower legs changes the picture entirely. Your kidneys are the filtration plant for your body, but when they are impaired by years of elevated blood sugar or high blood pressure, fluid accumulates in the lowest part of your body due to gravity. Furthermore, as we sit for hours watching television or reading, the muscle pump in our calves essentially shuts off. The calf muscles are responsible for squeezing the veins in your lower legs and pushing pooled fluid back up toward the heart. When we stop moving, fluid leaks into the tissues, and the legs begin to feel like they are made of cement. Because gravity pulls that fluid down, it gets trapped, suffocating the small blood vessels and nerves that supply your lower legs. Sign 4. The silent discoloration and hair loss. This sign is hiding in plain sight, and most people walk past it every single day without realizing what they are looking at. Look at your lower legs and the tops of your feet right now. Do you see a darkening, a deep red, or a bluish tint around the ankles? Has the hair on your lower legs or toes significantly thinned out or disappeared completely? Patients often tell their doctors, "I've always had dark skin on my ankles," or "I never noticed the hair was gone." But this is a quiet distress signal. Think of your blood as a delivery truck carrying oxygen and nutrients. When your blood vessels narrow from damage or plaque, the deliveries stop arriving on time. The skin, starved of fresh oxygen, actually changes color. Similarly, hair follicles need a steady, rich supply of blood to survive. When circulation is significantly impaired, the follicles slowly stop receiving what they need, and they stop producing hair entirely. That hair loss is a visible marker of blood vessel damage that has been progressing silently, often for years. Sign 5. The ice block feet and restless legs. Do you wear thick wool socks to bed in the middle of summer and still feel like your toes are freezing? Do you experience a maddening, crawling, or itching sensation deep inside your leg muscles at night that forces you to constantly kick and stretch just to get a second of relief? Cold feet that persist, regardless of the room temperature, are a strong indicator of peripheral artery disease. Your blood acts as the heating system for your body, and right now, the heat is simply not reaching those upstairs bedrooms. The pipes have narrowed to the point where warm blood cannot make the journey in sufficient volume. Restless leg syndrome is another manifestation of this exact problem. Your nerves and muscles are highly agitated because they are not receiving the restorative oxygen and nutrients they require while you try to sleep. The hidden trap: how your medications are starving your legs. Now that you understand the mechanical blueprint of the damage, you are probably asking yourself, "I eat a good diet, I take a multivitamin, I walk. Why are my nerves and blood vessels breaking down?" This brings us to the most infuriating hidden truth in modern medicine. The very pills you take every morning to stay healthy might be actively starving your legs. Rebuilding the protective myelin sheath around your nerves requires a massive amount of vitamin B1, thiamine. If you are taking blood pressure medication, specifically a diuretic or water pill, you are the victim of a catastrophic side effect. Diuretics force your kidneys to excrete excess fluid to bring down blood pressure. However, vitamin B1 is a water-soluble vitamin that lives in the fluids of your blood. Every single time that water pill forces your kidneys to open the floodgates, it is taking your vital, nerve-protecting vitamin B1 right down the drain with it. You are actively flushing away the exact nutrient your nerves need to survive. But it gets worse. If you take metformin for blood sugar, it is notorious for blocking the absorption of vitamin B12 in your intestines. B12 is the master electrician of your nervous system, essential for producing the energy your nerve cells need to function and for repairing the myelin sheath. Between 10 and 30% of metformin users develop a B12 deficiency. If you combine this with a proton pump inhibitor, PPI for heartburn, you are reducing the stomach acid you absolutely need to extract B12 from your food. You have created a perfect storm. Your body is screaming for these vitamins, but your daily medications are violently washing them away or blocking them from entering your bloodstream. Do not stop your medications. They are keeping your heart and blood sugar stable, but you absolutely must replace the exact nutrients those medications are stealing from you. The leg repair protocol, how to reverse the damage. You are not powerless. Your body possesses a miraculous capacity to heal itself when given the exact biological building blocks it is begging for. We are going to attack this problem from 3 angles: repairing the nerves, widening the blood vessels, and physically pumping the stagnant fluid out of your legs. Step 1. Rebuild the nerve insulation, the right vitamins. You cannot just buy a generic bottle of vitamin B1 at the pharmacy. Generic B1, thiamine hydrochloride, is water-soluble. Remember, the myelin sheath around your nerves is made of dense fat. Trying to force a water-soluble vitamin through a fat-soluble membrane is like trying to mix oil and water. It bounces right off. You will flush 95% of it down the toilet. You need a highly specialized fat-soluble form of vitamin B1 called Benfotiamine. Because it is fat-soluble, it completely ignores the lipid barriers that block regular vitamins. It soaks directly through the fatty wall of the nerve, the exact same way a thick oil soaks into dry leather, and immediately starts patching the insulation. How to take it? Take 150 milligrams to 300 milligrams of benfotiamine daily. You must take it in the morning with a meal that contains healthy fats. Eat it with eggs cooked in butter, half an avocado, or a splash of heavy cream in your coffee. That dietary fat acts as a biological taxicab, grabbing the benfotiamine in your stomach and actively driving it deep into your nervous system. Next, you must address the B12 deficiency. Do not buy cheap supplements containing cyanocobalamin, a synthetic form your body struggles to use. You need methylcobalamin, the bioactive form your nervous system uses directly to repair damaged myelin. How to take it? Use a sublingual form, a tablet or liquid drop that dissolves under your tongue. This bypasses your digestive system entirely, going straight into your bloodstream, which is critical if your stomach acid is weak or if you take metformin. Aim for 1,000 micrograms daily. Step 2. Open the floodgates. Restore blood flow. To fix the claudication, the cold feet, and the cramping, we must force your blood vessels to relax and open wide. We have to replace the nitric oxide your body stopped making. The absolute undisputed superstar for this is raw beetroot juice. Beets are loaded with dietary nitrates. When you drink them, your body instantly converts those nitrates directly into nitric oxide. This turns your blood vessels back into wide open garden hoses, sending a rush of warm, oxygen-rich blood straight down into your freezing toes. The circulation drink. Blend 1/2 cup of pure, unsweetened beetroot juice, or raw, washed beets with the skin on. Add 1 tablespoon of pure pomegranate juice, packed with antioxidants that protect your arteries from plaque. Grate 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger root, a natural blood vessel opener that literally heats your body from the inside out. Add 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Vitamin C prevents the blood vessels from getting stiff and brittle. Drink this first thing in the morning on an empty stomach when your body is highly receptive to absorbing raw nutrients. There is also a specific vitamin that clears the physical blockages out of your arteries, vitamin K2. If you are deficient in K2, calcium builds up inside your artery walls instead of your bones, making the vessels rigid and unable to expand. Vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form, activates a protein called matrix GLA protein, which acts as a traffic controller, pulling calcium out of your arteries and locking it back into your bones where it belongs. Take 100 to 200 micrograms of vitamin K2, MK7, daily, alongside vitamin D3 with a fatty meal. Note, If you are on blood thinners like warfarin, you must consult your doctor before taking K2, as it affects blood clotting. Step 3. The 2-minute bed routine. Activate the muscle pump. You can take all the right vitamins, but if you sit for hours a day, gravity will still trap fluid in your ankles and calves. You must manually reactivate the calf muscle pump to push that pooled blood back up to your heart. You can start doing this before you even put your feet on the floor in the morning. When you wake up, lie flat on your back with your legs extended. The toe pointer. Point your toes away from you as far as you can, like pressing an invisible gas pedal. Hold for a second, then pull your toes back toward you, flexing strongly. Every time you point and flex, you are physically squeezing the veins in your lower legs, pushing pooled blood upward. Do this 10 times. Windshield wipers. Keep your legs straight and rotate both feet to the left, then to the right, like windshield wipers. Do this slowly 10 times. Research shows that simple ankle flexion and rotation can improve venous return by nearly 40% in older adults. When you are sitting in your living room watching TV, do the heel-toe raise. Sit at the edge of your chair with your feet flat. Press the balls of your feet into the floor and lift your heels up toward the ceiling as high as you can. Lower them and then lift your toes up toward the ceiling. Do this 5 times every hour you are seated. You are manually activating the pump, preventing stagnation entirely. The time to act is right now. I want to be brutally honest with you. Nerve damage and arterial stiffness do not pause. They do not take a day off. Every night you go to sleep with burning feet. Every day you stop your walk early because your calves cramp up. The window to reverse this damage gets a little bit smaller. If you wait until the pain stops and the numbness takes over permanently, the wires have snapped. Your independence is on the line. But you are not broken. Your body is a miraculous self-correcting machine that has simply run out of fuel and materials. You now have the exact map to fix it. You understand the difference between useless water-soluble B1 and life-saving fat-soluble benfotiamine. You know how to flood your legs with nitric oxide using beetroot and ginger. You know how to pump the stagnant fluid out of your ankles before you even get out of bed. You are now the CEO of your own health. Tomorrow morning, do the toe pointers in bed. Drink the circulation booster. Take your benfotiamine and sublingual B12 with a breakfast containing healthy fats. Consistency beats intensity every time. Within 2 weeks, you will notice your feet feeling warmer. Within a month, that heavy cement-like swelling will begin to drain. Within 3 months, you may find yourself walking distances you haven't managed in years, completely free of that agonizing cramping. Do not accept decline as an inevitability. Do not let anyone tell you it's just age. Take back your independence. Start tomorrow morning. If this information opened your eyes, please hit the subscribe button and share this video with someone you love who is suffering in silence. We are building a community of older adults who refuse to give up their mobility. Leave a comment below telling me exactly which step you are going to take first. I read every single one. I'm Dr. Joseph Lee. Take care of your legs and they will take care of you. I'll see you in the next video.